Hey guys, what's up? I am Hunter. Welcome back for another cast. This is going to be a tournament matchup. Sen is the teal Zerg player at the 8 o'clock position. Sen, hailing from Taiwan, definitely the best Starcraft pro coming out of that country. I believe that this actual tournament match was on the Korean servers, so I'm not sure if Sen is living in Korea now or what. It wouldn't surprise me in the least. Obviously, South Korea is going to have a much more serious pro gaming scene when compared to Taiwan. So that may be the case. Regardless of that, Sen's opponent is going to be Loner, the blue Terran player at the 2 o'clock position. Now, I know that Loner actually is living in Korea right now with a couple of Chinese buddies of his. He is from China, and it's pretty cool seeing a lot of really strong Chinese players, making the move, making this move to Korea, for example, to really bring their pro gaming career to the next level. That's certainly what Loner has done. He actually came second place in the BlizzCon Invitational, which was a small tournament, but Blizzard only invited like just the best StarCraft 2 talent there is. So to come second place in a tournament like that is a pretty huge deal. So I'm really looking forward to this matchup. This is game 1. It's a best of 3. It might even be the finals of this particular ESL tournament. I'm not sure if it's finals or semifinals. But apart from that, let's get into into the commentary. Loner putting up his initial racks at the top of the ramp and sending out a second SCV. Oh, okay. Take notes, guys. This is what we a Macarax. There's a lot of misconceptions when it comes to, what the official Macarax is, but this is it. You put your first racks on the high ground, and then you choose a random location, around the mineral lines at your natural to put down your second racks. This is a Macarax. I believe that was sort of coined by Tasteless and Artosis at the GSL, but yeah, anyway, so in all likelihood, we're going to see Loner putting on a lot of early pressure, maybe even a bunker rush with these two barracks. Back at Sen's base, we did have a 15 hatch, followed by probably a 15, maybe a 16 pool for Sen. I would anticipate an extractor very shortly as well. Neither player really getting any scouting information just yet. The SCV for Loner, scouting the fastest position by foot. This drone for Sen is going to get denied. Really not going to be able to do any scouting there. I think it's interesting that Sen actually didn't bother scouting this north position and just went straight over to this 2 o'clock. But anyway, we do have a bunker going down. It's a good thing that Sen has this Overlord here. You always want a spot for your hatchery, because your hatchery that's building does not have any vision. Or very small vision radius. We had one drone get taken out already. This Marine micros back and takes out another drone. 2 drones harassing the SCV. It looks like they are going to take him out, so that bunker is forced to cancel. The Marine has been taken out as well, but Sen has to be careful. He doesn't want to lose too many drones here, but definitely wants to get into a defensive posture. I'm sure Sen can sort of tell this is coming. We've got 3 Marines, followed by a 4th actually, and an SCV as well. These Zerglings ignoring the SCV, getting a pretty good surround on these Marines. 2 Marines, all 3 Marines are now taken out, and this one here barely escaping. Another 2 Marines and SCV hanging out by the Zelnaga. They see the Zerglings coming, and is Loner going to retreat? Doesn't look like it. Maybe a small mistake, or is it? It looks... Oh, is that final Marine going to get taken out? That would have been nice for Sen, but Loner does manage to clean that up. So both players just sort of small exchanges here in the early game. That first extractor is only completed right now, so I'd like to see Sen flip some drones onto that and probably get Zergling speed. You see... almost every time after this 15 hatch, 15 pool to get Zergling speed, it's just way too risky to get Lair Tech at this point. And I'd certainly expect Sen wants that speed to defend against this kind of early pressure. I don't know why Loner is actually putting the command center here. I mean, it's not like that is tight against the wall to prevent some kind of run by. I really don't understand what this is for. I mean, why not just put it here and save the mining time from having to lift off? But who knows? Maybe we'll find out. I'm not really sure. Regardless of that, back at Sen's base, we do have a 3rd spine crawler on the way. 2 queens out already, of course. Not going to be spreading too much creep at this stage. I mean, Sen definitely on the defensive. Just wants to save that energy for larva injects. Zergling speed now on the way, and Sen continues to mine gas. So we are probably going to see, you know, something a little bit more tech heavy. Because I'm just saying that because lots of Zerg players will get Zergling speed and then take all 3 drones off the gas. But that is not what Sen is doing today. Back at the Terran base, we do have 4 racks. One of them has a tech lab, mining off of 1 gas, and this command center now just finishing up. So is he going to do an auto lift? Yeah, so I just don't know why that was exactly. Probably it's something to do with defending against the Zerglings, you know, establishing a small choke point, something that his Marines and Marauders could abuse, but obviously, you know, wasn't some huge game breaker move. Going to be getting another tech lab, and no reactors just yet. It looks like Loner's just, you know, good to produce some Marauders off of 2 racks, and then Marines out of the remainder, while he morphs in another orbital, and going to be trying to get back in this game economically, as the Teal Zerg player is leading by 10 Harvesters at this point, but that is actually going to change quite quickly as this natural expansion for Loner is starting to kick in. Going to have, you know, double SCV production, double mulage, and it's going to be a very scary economy for the Terran player shortly, which is why Sen is going to be picking up this gold base. Very important as a Zerg player to get to stay 1 base ahead of your opponent. Sen controlling the Zelnaga. He's going to see this attack coming, but that's a lot of Marines. And on the production tab, we see a Baneling nest on the way, but the Banelings certainly have not arrived yet, so this heavy Marine ball is going to be very effective. I do not know about the Baneling nest placement. I really don't know why it's placed there. It does not have enough hit points, but a nice flank by the Speedlings coming from the gold base, and I almost think that they should have continued. I think that was a small mistake by Sen. I mean, he had such an excellent surround with his Speedlings. He could have almost killed this whole army. I mean, of course, he would have lost most of his, or all of his Speedlings, but he would have really taken out the Terran's army. It looks like he's going to try to do a counterattack and get into the main, but it's not going to work. The SCV's doing an excellent job of falling back to the ramp and choking up those Speedlings, preventing Sen's Zerglings from getting the surface area that they need to be effective. I love that play. Loner not letting his SCVs, you know, be in jeopardy on the mineral line, retreating them to the ramp once again, allowing Marines and Marauders to deal damage and SCVs to tank the damage. So a really nice play by Loner there. Excellent micro and just good, quick thinking, quick game sense. Really just Speedlings out at this point. We don't even have any Banes. We got 12 morphing, 12 Banelings morphing right now, but they're morphing very far away, and that is going to give Loner time to come in, and it looks like he is going. He takes out 1 Spine Crawler. There are only a couple Banelings in the main, but this is another good flank with the Zerglings, and a lot of these Marines and Marauders have stimmed up, and they are very low on hit points. These Banelings coming in, the first couple getting taken out, but lots of acid spraying the remainder of the Marines, and it looks like this is going to get cleaned up. Sen does manage to deal with that. I just didn't really like how late those Banelings were. Morphing them over here really prevented Sen from taking out that army as fast as he could, losing those 3 spines and everything. Back at the front door of our Terran player, sort of some straggler Terran units getting surrounded, but with these reinforcing Marines and Marauders, Loner, you know, okay to secure this area, and it looks like Loner is going to be a little bit more on the defensive, at least for the next couple of minutes, while he just sort of stabilizes and boosts his economy. As we can see now on the income tab, more SCVs than drones, so that is going to prompt Sen to do some kind of timing attack here. Well, he's got to do something. It's not going to be the best timing attack in the world, but he has to do something because he is falling behind. Getting a good getting his Speedlings behind the Marines and Marauder balls, preventing them from running away so that he can get these Banelings to just bust all over the Marines and Marauders. Just really doing a lot of damage there. So that was some nice micro by Sen. You have to do what you can to prevent a Terran infantry ball from retreating, and that's what the Speedlings were doing, getting behind the Marines and Marauders and allowing the Banelings to catch them, because there's no Baneling speed yet. The lair tech of choice is the Spire. 2-5 make it Mutalisks on the way. So we're going to see how effective these Mutas are. We'll have to wait and see. Here on the high ground, doing a little drop now that Medivacs are in the mix. Going to take out this Overlord, no problem. We have siege tanks on the way. No siege mode being upgraded just yet. Combat shield on the way. Combat shield very complements stim pack very well. I mean, it allows you an extra stim. That's always very nice. We're going to have a 1-0 upgrades. So we're going to have infantry weapons level 1 soon enough. We're going to have baneling speed very shortly as well. More banelings morphing. Lots of speedlings hatching. No more mutas, unfortunately. But we do have an in-base hatchery. That's going to be definitely key as well as this gold base really starts kicking in. I'd like to see maybe slightly better saturation over here at the gold. We are sort of lacking on drones there, but as the income really spikes for Sen, he's going to need the extra larva from this in-base hatchery, and it looks to me like Loner's going to be taking a third. Yeah, I thought maybe he'd be going for a timing attack with siege mode, but we're really just going to have to wait and see. He could easily just try to secure this third base. He is not feeling too threatened at this stage. He's leading by about 22 supply right now on the army tab. Units tab showing that the harvester count has leveled out 55 and 54. Actually, the Zerg player is now leading for harvesters, but this is looking to be a very scary attack as we have about 22 Marines. We've got 5 Marauders. The Marauders going to be used to tank the Baneling damage. It's going to be very important that these Banelings get the shots off that they need on the Marines and take them out, but they don't. The Marines stim up, micro back, and now they're getting healed by the Medivacs. That was really not the right place for Sen to be engaging. I mean, he was just a little bit too jumpy. He didn't even wait for Baneling's speed, which only finished a moment ago, so he is going to lose this gold base, and the Broodlings come out. This gold base is now out of the question. These Mutalisks are trying to pick off what they can. It's always good to use Mutalisks to pick off reinforcing units. They are going to get a tank, but with this many Marines on the way, it's not going to be enough. Send GG's. Guys, I just wanted to highlight one thing really quick. We can see here at the Baneling Nest, 9 seconds from being complete, the Baneling speed upgrade, and the attack from Loner is arriving right at this point, and Sen makes the mistake of engaging right now. He could have waited just a little bit for this for the centrifugal hooks to finish. As we can see, the Banelings are taking a lot of damage now. Speed is not done. Speed is not done. It's only done right now after almost all the Banelings are dead. And to even, further heighten the problem, he was engaging off creep as well. So just the poor timing there by Sen, and I kind of just wanted to highlight that for you guys. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this game. Look forward to many more. Take care. Peace out.